Welcome to Poets from the Neighborhood. I am VeerajaR.
And I'm Jeff Hardin. We hope you'll enjoy the poems we'll be reading today, poems written by your friends and neighbors. I'll be reading some poems that I've written recently that have been published. Being in your own mind. When you're with, say, your own kind, those toward whom you do not feel a need to prove yourself, to explain the context out of which you speak, being in your own mind's ease is easier then. No fiddling to find the right word to convey belief in sacramental places like eddies along a creek's slow course or underneath a sycamore's million leaves. No need to think you need to craft an argument for studying the stems of sapling oaks, for following a hawk that holds itself aloft along what's left of some horizon line. Your own kind knows the things you know, the way a cedar makes the soil acidic and how a dogwood often grows nearby, the way a wren builds decoy nests, and how the men a generation back would take it on themselves to stop and mend a fence because they saw it needed done. You used to think the mind could hold a truth, but now you see the mind as like a walnut hull before the vastness of the sky. The mind is smaller than it thinks itself to be. Sometimes you let your own heart be a hymn nobody else can hear beneath your words. It wanders like its Lord inside the coolness of the day, and no one needs to know the knowing it has come to know. Not your kind, at least, who stand around and nod agreement at the thing you didn't say, you didn't need to say, because not saying it is how you, your kind, sometimes let it say itself.
Today I'll be reading some poems selected from my books, honoring the memory of our dear friend Nancy Fletcher Bloom, a local poet and author who just passed on heavenwards this June 22nd. The first poem, Living Spirit. Yes, I believe that I will rise, though my bones may lie beneath the earth. With my last breath, my soul shall rejoin the breath of God. Yes, I believe beyond the universe, from Alpha to Omega, I shall enjoy eternity. In all and in nothing, I shall live a witness to the breath of God.
This is called A Great Deal More. It's from my fourth collection, Small Revolution. A great deal more we'll need to know before making a final summation. Why doubt exists, for instance, when so much seems to be here to aid in our beliefs. Why such power in a word like homeland or exile, or the soloist voice seeming to rise from every soul in the sanctuary. A note tucked in a book found 11 years after a friend's death, saying simply, "See me sometime." So much to probe, study, analyze, reason through, ascertain, investigate. The questions of children regarding tortoises, concerning woods and the deepest of snows. Some footprints going one way, others going another. So much to map, unlock, tap into, delve, plumb. We'll need to know the outcomes of all those ambulances disappearing into the night. A further inquiry will be required into each and every error, especially those whose outcomes improved upon our plans. We'll need to know the names of songs, poems, paintings currently untitled, and the taste of plums, 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 a mythology of plums and parachutes too, and the breath of the racehorse and the child alone in the orchard, far from the homes of the wise.
The next poem, Death is Not the End. From my upcoming book, Beyond Loving. Death is not the end. It is just a passing, mind you. Signing off on that body, the lease, not you just expired. But what made you who you are, in essence, remains larger than life, still much to reckon. There's the tears, the aching, loving hearts, yearning to see you. Smile again, speak the endearing words. Even the harshest, you still live. In that yearning, in that being, the innovated thought. Faster than lightning, you channel alive in colorful moments that stopped time, spaces occupied, shifted to the hearts, beats in memory, for the love shared, for cares showered. Death is not the end.
How generous the sycamore leaves are when covering the earth. Waking each day, I keep looking for what my prayers did to the morning glories just off the porch, or for how generous the sycamore leaves are when covering the earth. A spring come up to ride the ground a while, then disappear, is how I figure my own life will go. And the night which descends so the deer can come and drink and not be shot at, another life I knew. A whole bag of M&Ms in my mouth at one time seems my kind of existence, though tragically not enough. How I hear wind chimes just before a storm should be what my name does to wind, not the name I whisper to stones I pick up, but the name the hummingbird drinks as it hovers before my breath. How consequences never fit what happens is my usual praise, my letter slipped in when the world isn't looking. All that space inside a Hopper painting. That's my memory of what a feather does, tumbling down to settle where no one thought to walk.
The last poem, In Ruah. And this is from my book, Joy of Being. In Ruah, the snow doesn't freeze me, the wind doesn't chill me. Now that I am the snowflakes and as pure, the ripples in cold wind and as free, though my bones lie beneath the ground, 1,000 stars light my wings, and I in Ruah. Thank you for watching Poets from the Neighborhood. We hope you'll join us again soon.